Good day everyone, my name is Elton mula Naglaha. Advocacy and Campaign. First, Advocacy Transparency Now. 5-letter Transparency Now because an informed citizen is the bedrock of the thriving, thriving democracy, demanding immediate access to the facts that shape our lives. Transparency Now. By opening the books and record, we build trust and foster accountability, ensuring that our leaders share with integrity and honesty. Transparency Now. It's not just slogan but a commitment to providing clear, accessible information that empowers citizens to make informed decisions and hold power accountable. Transparency Now. Let's break down and barriers of secrecy and create a culture of openness where trust, facial and corruption wither in the light of public. Transparency Now. For a government that operates in the shadows cannot be trusted. It's time to bring every decision, every expenditures, expenditures and every action into into the light. Five figure transparent now, like sunlight piercing through the darkness. It illuminates the hidden corners of power, exposing corruption and fostering a culture of accountability. Transparent now. It's the key that unlocks the door of trust, allowing us to serve the inner working of our government and hold our leaders to the highest ethical standard. Transparency now as the dear mirror reflecting the action of our leaders. It allows us to serve their true characters and ensure they are serving the true public good, not personal gain. Transparency now. It's the antidote to the poison of corruption, cleansing our institution and restoring faith in the corruption. institution and restoring faith in the promise of the fair and just society. Transparent now, like a beacon of hope. It guides or toward a future where trust prevails and the voice of the people are heard about me. Whisper of decide. Campaign. Together for a better tomorrow. 5 lecturer working together to improve our future. Number 2. Unity today creates a better tomorrow. 3. People helping each other or progress, corruption, build and brighter future. 5. Together we can make life better. 5. Figurative. Hand is hand we plant the seed of tomorrow. Many voice one hopeful future. 3. A single light grows brighter when shared. 4. United hearts fear the road ahead. 5. Together we turn dream into dawn. Title: The Importance of Flood Control. Introduction. Flooding is one of the most common natural disasters that affects many communities, especially heavy rains and high waters. It can cause damage to homes, roads, and farms, and many events lead to loss of lives because of the their urgent damage. Flood control is very important of reducing the impact of flood control, protecting people and the environment. Paragraph 1. Flood control refers to the method used to manage and prevent flooding. One major way to control flood threats. Structural measure such dams, leaves damage system and fault wall destruction help control the flow of water and prevent and form. System allow rainwater to flow something into virus and is reducing water build depth in stress. Paragraph 2. Other important part of flood control is the use of non-structural measures. The SINDUD early warning system, land use planning and existence, preparedness programs, early warning systems inform people about possible flooding so they can we recogate or prepare in adsoning land use planning prevents houses and buildings from being constructed in flood prone areas, helping to reduce damage and restraint. Paragraph 3. Environmental protection also plays water role the flood control. Natural features such as the forests, wetlands, and mangroves absorb excess water and slow down its its slow when streets are cut down or waterways are polluted. Flooding becomes for serve protecting the environment helps control floods naturally rights also preserving elos elos ecosystem. Conclusion. In conclusion, flood is essential for ensuring the safety and well-being of communities. Trust strong infrastructure, prepare planning, and environmental care. The harmful effect of flooding can be reduced by understanding the importance of flood control and working together. Communities can become safer and more prepared for future flood. Argumentative essay title: Why flood control measures are essential for communities' safety. First issue: flooding is a serious problem in many communities, especially in low and urban areas. Frequent floods cause damage to homes, loss of lives, destruction of crops, and disruption of daily activities. Despite this, some people believe that flood control projects are too expensive and are unnecessary. Claim flood control measures are necessary because they protect lives, reduce property damage, and help communities become more resilient to natural disaster. Argument: flood control measures such as proper drainage system, flood barriers, river dredging, and reforestation help prevent serve flooding when these measures are in place. Rainwater can flow properly instead of overflowing into homes and streets. The project also reduces the risk of waterborne diseases, diseases and allow communities of continue their daily activities even during heavy rainfall. Evidence, according to disaster report and local government record, areas with will maintain the drainage system experience fever and less serve floods. Communities with flood control project have lower repair costs and fair evacuation costs during high points in the Philippines. Cities that invested in flood control in infrastructure showed improve safety and faster recovery after heavy rains. Counter argument. Some people argued that flood control projects are too costly and that the money should be used for other public needs such as education and healthcare. They believe flooding is a natural event that cannot be com- completely prevented. Revatwal, one flood control project required funding the long-term benefits for outweighs the cost. Preventing floods saves lives, reduce property damage, and minim- minimizes economic losses from this disrupted business and destroyed crops. Argumentative text. Poverty in the Philippines. Poverty is the one of the most pressing crises facing the Philippines today. It impacts millions of families across urban centers and rural areas, undermining access to basic needs, limited educational opportunities, and tramping communities in cycles. For this disadvantage, when people cannot afford food, shelter, or healthcare, but even individual and the nation are held back. Poverty must be uh, pre presented as a national issue because it weakens social stability, stifles human potential, and hinders long-term development. Poverty erodes social cohesion of and creates conditions for inequality to grow. A 2025 social weather station survey found that 42% of Filipinos who should struggle to meet delay of food requirement while will remain con- concentrated in hands of a small percentage of the public of the population, the Philippines. Statistic also further that nearly 20% of the country population lives below the poverty line, with rural irrigation like parts of Mindanao being was affected. This gap between rich and poor fuels frustration and can lead to social unrest as mar- marginalized communities feel left behind by national progress. Moreover, poverty limits the potential of millions of Filipino children from low-income families often cannot attend school regularly of pursues higher education as they may need to work to support their household households without access to quality learning. They face fewer job of opportunities as adult continue the cycle of poverty for future generation. This loss of human capital means the country cannot fully harness the skill and talents of its people, slowing down innovation and economic growth. Mas importantly, poverty compromises health and well-being. Families living in poverty are more like, likely to face malnutrition, live in overcrowded or unsafe housing, and lack access to proper medical care in areas like Davao City. Urban poor communities limited access to clean water and sanitation also increase the risk of disease outbreaks, and the resources needed to address those issues are often scarce as found stretched within across competing priorities. Solving poverty requires coordinated action, investing in rural development and uh, agriculture to boost local income, expanding access to free education and healthcare, and implementing target social welfare programs that provide sustainable support rather than temporary aid. Only by making poverty elevation, a top national pro priority can the Philippines build and more inclusive and prosperous society for all. And thank you everyone.